hard for me to believe that summer is nearly over and fall is just around the corner. It sure has been a busy time working on projects in the homestead and working on my RVs. My cousins have been helping me to get my RV ready to take an overnight practice travel day with my dog. This will be her first time traveling with me overnight, and I want to make sure she's comfortable in my truck camper. I'm going to leave the patio the way it is, but there's a couple of things I'm going to move. I'm going to move this cabinet because I have an inverter in the house that we could use for stretching. It's in the garage and it's just too much stuff in the garage right now. So we're going to put it here. I'm going to move this. We're going to leave this like this. And I'm just going to bring the table over a little bit further this way. I'm going to move this from here because it's hard to walk in through here. And this stuff, this cabinet is going to go in the corner. And let's get to it. I finally got around to the issue with the truck camper sofa. My cousin was able to accommodate for me the couch space to be a little bit wider for me and my dog. When the table is not there, I can create a bigger sofa, and when I need to put the table in, I could remove the extra piece of wood that makes the sofa wider for us both. I was going to kick out of the fact that my cousins call family in Cuba to show them all of the amazing tools that they're able to use here, which cuts their time so short when they're doing projects. None of this stuff are things that they had in Cuba. So the people that are in Cuba are seeing these videos and they are just floored at the machines that we have here. Then it was on to the window where he replaced the screen in my bedroom up in the loft window. Working in 95 degrees in Florida is no fun, so first we turned on the AC while my cousin worked inside the camper. It's good to keep it maintained by running it every once in a while when you're not traveling, and it also keeps the wasps away. My cat likes to scratch on the window screen up at the loft, and she made a couple of pretty big holes up there where bugs were getting in the last time I traveled. My cousin did a great job considering he's never done this type of repair before, and he's learning to use American tools, which is a plus, some of which he didn't have while in Cuba. All right, so I left the guys at the camper fixing the window where they were putting the little rubber and splice inside the groove, and it takes a long time because we don't have the tool for that. And I told him, well, we can go buy the tool this week and we could do it. He's like, no, you don't need to buy a tool for that, we can do that. So he's doing it with like a little butter knife that I had in the RV. So I left them there. They have the AC on and I have to feed the chickens and gotta finish cleaning up the mess that we made moving the furniture around in the patio. So I'm gonna get on that. Oh, it looks so nice. Look at that. No more broken window. I love it. He did such a good job. Very nice. Sika's first time in here with the air conditioner on. I think she's gonna love it. Good morning, friends. This morning Sika and I are on our early 7 a.m. walk. That is what we have to do here in Florida because I have so much work I have to catch up on, things I have to catch up on. I have to build going on. I have to do a lot of research. I have to do those things during the time of the day where it's super hot because it's in the 90s, super humid, super hot. There's no way we can be outside at that time. So I have to tire Sika out very early in the morning and get my editing done in the morning so that I can do my research and other things more towards the warmer side times of the day. So, but it's actually really beautiful here. Look at that sky. Just wanted you to all to see that. It's just magnificent getting up in the morning. I'm so enjoying having my cousins here with me and having different routine. I've been able to snap out of that spell that I had after I fell. I was so unmotivated for things. I was tired all of the time. I had no direction or focus after my accident. And it's this thing, big things like that, they really hit you. And I was coming out of them, but this is kind of like, it's been like a jump start to getting me and snapping me out of that dark place that you can get into after having an accident and coming out of a situation where your health is not as good as it was before. And my plan is to get back into physical fitness, and I still have to catch up on a lot of work that I haven't done in the last 2 months when my cousin was here. So that's what I'm working on this week, and then hopefully next week I'm actually doing like goal setting and stuff for, so I have like goal pages and stuff like that for my health and my fitness, because if I want to go to Alaska, I've got to get healthy. So that's my plan. I want to get caught up this week and then start working on that over the weekend so that I can start to implement it on Monday. Look at all this wood over here that broke. Anyway, it's been really nice getting up early in the morning and having lots to look forward to in the day once again. Those of you that follow me for a while, you know that I've been wanting to build an accessory dwelling unit here on the property. That's what I based myself off, is on rental property. And I sold my property last year right after my accident, and I decided I was going to build a house, and I was going to build a tiny house on one of my acres, and it didn't go so well with the contractor, but it actually ended up that I got compensated for all of those months that I lost rent because of his delays. So it turns out that I realized that this was God's plan, because now I have my cousins here and they're going to rent the house for me. And the house that I'm getting for them, and I'm going to post it here, is a shed house. This is actually a shed I purchased, and it's going to be delivered, and it's going to be turned into an accessory dwelling unit, which is a house. The county knows that it's a house. The plans were presented as such. At first, they would not allow it, but since I have an engineer plans, and that's the key here with the shed house, is engineer plans. You need to have engineer plans saying we're converting this structure into an actual house with all of the details and the requirements that are needed in a county for a house, especially for hurricane area. I got the approval. This is going to be the next big project that I'm going to be working on in the next few months, is this build. I'm actually going to be a contractor, which is super exciting, and I'm super excited to go through this because this is something I've always wanted to do, was build a house. But this is something that I really believe in, buying these kind of structures and turning them into an actual home, because houses have become so expensive, and this is a way for me to be able to buy property in the future and be able to put some of these. So this for me is a learning curve. I'm learning. I know a lot about real estate, and you'll see a lot of videos on my playlist about land and buying land and all this stuff. But this is something new to me, which is this part of the process. This is something that I am very passionate about, and I want to get done. I'm going to be going through this whole situation here on this channel with the build, and there's going to be some changes in my channel coming up in the future. I don't want to talk about those yet. As far as travel is concerned, I'm still planning on going to Alaska. I'm not sure if I'm going to go in 2025 yet. It all depends on what's going to happen with the election. Things look like it might be a little rocky in the next couple of months, and I might have to postpone that. Thing is, I have my cousins here, and unless they drive cars, and they have cars so they can get around and feel comfortable driving, I can't leave here because they rely on me to get everywhere. So we are working on that. That is something that we are working on. I'm super excited for what's coming up in the next few months, and I hope that you are too. You've seen a lot of changes in my life and a lot of chapters of my life. And this one is an exciting one for me because my dreams are actually this. This is what I've been dreaming to do for quite a while. That's my bread that just dinged. And I have bread in the oven. And that's what I plan on doing here on this channel. So if you are interested in knowing more about building a shed house under the way that I'm doing it, which is legal, I'm making it legal, and it's going to increase the value of my property, and I'll bring you through all of the process as I learn to do it as well. So if you'd like that, please subscribe to the channel. It's not going to be traveling for now, but I am going to be doing some other things as far as traveling in the future. But my big trip is to Alaska, and I still have to prepare my dog for the traveling. I still have a lot of things to do. The camper is getting fixed. There's a lot of things that we're doing to the camper to get it ready so that I can do some practice travels with my dog. And that's all coming up in the fall, because here in Florida, who wants to do any type of boondocking or go anywhere in this heat? I don't. And I've been working really hard to get this thing under review and working with the engineer so that everything goes well. And I'm super excited to be able to be the contractor, because you know what I went through with the last contractor. So at least everything's in my control, where I will know exactly what's happening and not having to guess or go work on somebody else's timeline because they have another 20 projects going on. This is going to be my main focus project for the next couple of months. So I hope you will subscribe, and if you want to watch all of that, stay tuned, because there's lots of new stuff coming up for fourth quarter and the new year. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.